Mila, I don't think people understand what just happened to the definition of AI infrastructure.
It just got a price tag, $500 billion.
I'm Milo,
I'm Mila.
and this is AI Daily.
We're going to talk about that $500 billion number and about OpenAI's new plan to fight AI with AI in cyberspace.
But stick around for the story on how Anthropic plans to invisibly sign every piece of text and every image Claude generates. That one is different. Okay, let's start with that number. Nvidia is reportedly partnering with some of the largest investment firms in the world. We're talking Apollo, Blackstone, BlackRock, and Brookfield.
This isn't a venture capital round. This is Wall Street's private capital giants, and the goal is to source $500 billion in financing for AI infrastructure.
To put that in perspective, the entire U.S. interstate highway system cost about $130 billion in today's dollars. This is a plan to marshal 4 times that amount for the picks and shovels of the AI gold rush.
So the question is, infrastructure for what exactly? This isn't just about more chips. This is about entire data centers, power generation, cooling systems, everything you need to plug in a next-generation AI model.
Right, and it signals a shift in who pays for it. This level of capital isn't for startups building a new app. It's for hyperscalers, sovereign states, and massive industrial consortiums that need dedicated, large-scale AI factories.
The reporting points to these investment firms essentially becoming the financiers for Nvidia's biggest customers. Nvidia makes the GPUs, and its new partners help their buyers afford the massive checks required to build out the facilities to house them.
It's a capital pipeline. It ensures that the primary constraint on AI development isn't a lack of funding for the foundational hardware. The open question is what it does to the competitive landscape. Does this level of capital centralize power even further?
Or does it create a new class of have-nots who simply can't afford to play at this scale, from building the infrastructure to defending it?
OpenAI is introducing a more cyber-permissive version of its GPT 5.6 auto model, but only for vetted cybersecurity defenders. This comes just a few days after the company delayed its next major public model, Astra.
Cyber-permissive is the key phrase. It suggests they're relaxing some of the safety guardrails that would normally prevent a model from, say, generating malicious-looking code or analyzing potential software exploits.
The stated goal is to arm the defense before the offense gets its hands on these tools. They're anticipating the arrival of autonomous cyber attacks and want companies to have AI tools that are powerful enough to fight back.
It's a classic dual-use problem. The same tool that helps a defender find a vulnerability can help an attacker exploit it. So OpenAI is creating a controlled environment, giving this more capable model to trusted partners for defensive purposes.
The list of partners isn't public, but it's described as vetted defenders. This is essentially an early access program for a very specific and very sensitive use case.
And it highlights the tightrope walk that major labs are on. They build these incredibly powerful systems, then have to build another set of systems and policies to contain them. In this case, the containment strategy is a walled garden for cybersecurity professionals.
The unstated premise is that highly capable AI-driven hacking tools are inevitable. OpenAI is moving to get ahead of that, giving the good guys a head start. The question is how long that head start lasts.
So, on the subject of knowing what's real and what isn't, Anthropic is rolling out invisible watermarks for content generated by Claude. This applies to both text and images.
Watermarking images is a concept people generally understand. You can hide a signal in the pixels. But how do you invisibly watermark plain text?
That's the interesting part. For text, it's about statistical patterns. The model might be subtly guided to choose certain words or specific sentence structures in a way that's unnoticeable to a human reader, but creates a detectable signature when analyzed.
So it's not a specific character or a hidden tag. It's a faint statistical accent baked into the writing style itself. Saying it out loud doesn't make it simplet.
Exactly. It's a probabilistic signature. Anthropic's goal is to make it possible to determine the provenance of AI-generated content, to help combat misinformation or identify AI-written essays, for example.
The challenge is persistence. If I copy the text or rephrase a few sentences, does the watermark survive? If the signal is too fragile, it's not a very useful tool. If it's too robust, does it constrain the model's creativity or usefulness?
That's the engineering trade-off. They're aiming for something that's robust to simple edits, but doesn't degrade the quality of the output. It's a major step in creating a chain of custody for AI content.
It also raises a philosophical question. If an AI's output is invisibly tagged, are we moving toward a future where all human-created content will need to be authenticated to prove it's not from an AI?
Also in AI today, a nice counterpoint to our lead story.
While Wall Street focuses on billion-dollar deals, Nvidia also announced it's spending the month of August celebrating and fueling the open-source community.
It's a focus on developers building and customizing AI agents that can run locally on a person's own machine, a completely different scale from the massive data centers we started with.
A reminder that the ecosystem has two ends, the giants and the garage tinkerers.
So $500 billion to build the machine.
And a statistical ghost to tell you what it wrote.
Just another Tuesday.